Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Leah back again with another video. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it's another week in my video. And today's video is not a week in my wash and go like it typically is. It is a week in my twist out. Now, it also isn't a versus video. Well, technically it is a versus video. I am using one product on my head, which is new to me. So it's kind of a review on how the Mielle Curl Defining Mousse does in a twist out situation. But two, it is a versus where I'm going to do half of my head with weights on it and half of it without weights. Now, what these weights are, I got it from Target. I saw it and was influenced by TikTok. Yes, I was, by a weight video on TikTok. Everybody experiences shrinkage, no matter the length of your hair, no matter what you have going on. The shrinkage is real. And I usually just go with it. But today's video, I'm like, do weights actually work? These weights are by the TPH brand, which we all know, Taraji P. Hence's brand. I've only seen them at Target, but I'm sure Taraji has a site where you could get them. I purchased it with my own money, and on the back it says to use open weight and secure to the end of your braid or twist for best results. Use on wet hair and remove when dry. And that's honestly what we're going to do today. Without further ado, my hair is already kind of sectioned. Maybe I'll make this section be the weight section. So this section will be the weight section. This section will be the non-weight section. All I have done to my hair is wash and shampoo using the Olaplex number 4, I believe it is, and deep condition with the Shea Moisture Manuka honey that I typically always use. So my hair is completely clean and no leave-in, no oils, no nothing, going in straight with mousse. And let's see how this process turns out. Let me address that last clip very quickly because it might have looked like on camera one side of my hair was already longer than the other side, and that is not the case. I promise you guys, my hair is symmetrical. You've seen my hair straightened before. One side is not drastically longer than the other side. I think some of my hair was tucked behind my back, so I'm not giving one side an advantage over the other in any way. You guys will see when we get to the end. The fact that half of my head looked longer, it's just for some reason it looked that way. But getting started, the weights come like this. There are 10 weights in the package, and this is what it looks like. Again, I bought it in stores at Target. So starting by applying the Mielle's pomegranate and honey curl defining mousse to my hair, then detangling my hair with my Denman brush. Again, I love the smell of this product. It smells so good. And then I started making my twists the way I normally would. And then I realized it might be a bit small. When I tried to apply the weight to the hair, it was a little too small. And I was like, oh my goodness. So I had to unravel that twist and redo it, making it a bit chunkier than I normally would. I normally do my twist on the smaller side, but what I did in this case was I had 10. So I used 5 on one side of my head, which in theory, I would use 5 on the other side if I was doing a full head. But since we're doing half and half, I won't be using any on the other side of my head. 5 on this side. So I made my twist fairly larger than I normally would. I would be somewhere in the 8 on each side. So a total of 16 twists instead of this video where I have a total of 10 twists throughout my head. So once I'm done with the weight side, I'm going to move to the side where I'm not using the weight and just do 5 twists on this side as well. So of course I'm going to let my hair air dry as normal, but this is it right after applying both the products. And then this clip is it a few hours later after it's air dried a little bit more. I decided to wait until the morning to actually take out the twists, even though they kind of air dried by the evening. I wanted a fresh morning take with the full sun blasting. So this is me taking out the hair in the morning. All I'm going to do to take the hair out or take the twists loose is apply a little bit of oil to my fingers. I'm using that rosemary oil from Mielle that I really enjoy. It's supposed to have hair growth properties, and I think it might. Apply a little bit to my fingers as I unravel those twists. I like the side without the weights more. Like something about, I know it's out, it's going outward. This is going not as far out because it was allowed to hang and you guys saw flow naturally while this was being weighted down, like this hair was being held down. So I don't think it has the ability to fluff in the same way. So I think you're sacrificing volume. I mean, of course you could pick this out and fluff it out, but then I think, what was the point of the weights? Because I think if you fluff it out, then it kind of grows this way. I don't think the amount of length that it's giving me, again, you guys can see, I don't think it's like a huge difference. The weight has a little bit of weight to it. It definitely has a bit of weight to it. Now, I hate to say it. I hate to say it because I don't think the weights are giving like that much or doing that much of a difference. But you guys, I don't know, maybe you're seeing something I can't see. Let me show the back. I'm sure the back needs to be kind of like merged together a bit better. So this is day one. We'll see how it looks tomorrow because right now this side is giving me more life than this side is. This side isn't bad. Again, it does, let's see, does go a bit longer. This side stops right around here. This side goes a bit longer, which it should because the weights should be waiting. But I do think that this side has the volume, length, volume. And it's not that much length to make up for the amount of volume this is giving. But nonetheless, let's see how it looks tomorrow for day two. So today is day two, and today is honestly, I said at the beginning of this was going to be a week in my wash and go, but I'm going to have to fluff this out. So I'm going to have to manipulate this to match this because I can't go out in public. I'm about to go out in public now. So I'm about to manipulate this to fluff it out a bit, but I want to show you guys how it looks unmanipulated first. So I'm going to end the week of the wash and go because I kind of know how I feel about these weights. I don't know if they're made for my hair type. Now, again, this is the no weight side, and then this is the weight side. The one thing I'm noticing, especially this morning, is like, look at the definition on my hair. My hair in the front always lacks definition, but with most wash and goes, with most twist outs, I can manipulate it in a way where it has something. It has a little something. This, I think this whole section, whereas this whole section right here, is it the best? No, but, it's better than this lack. Like, this is not even a curl pattern. This is like not even doing anything right. And I think it's because this was pulling it down and not allowing it to grow in the way it naturally needs to kind of grow. Like it needs to be in this like non-manipulated state. I don't know if that makes sense. So I went on Target last night though to see what the reviews were like, and it was primarily positive. Like it was 5 out of 5 stars on most people's reviews. And what I think the difference is I wonder how it would affect a 3C 4A versus a 4B 4C hair type. Like would a 4B 4C hair type get better results than a probably 3A 3B? Like 3A 3B, they have shrinkage. We all have shrinkage, but I think the 3B 3A shrinkage is different than the 4B 4C. Like I was watching a video the other day and it was like somebody had shrinkage and their hair grew. And it's not to say I don't have shrinkage. Like, I mean, my hair is longer, but I think my shrinkage in comparison to some 4B, 4C shrinkage is nowhere near the same. I'm thinking one, maybe the level of shrinkage that I have isn't too severe to the point where it would need the weights or see the benefits of the weights. It might be that I have fine hair, and maybe if you have thicker hair. It's like people who I saw use the weights had juicier, plumpier curls or twists when they made their twists. Their twists by nature were more fluffy even while wet. Mine are very like slingy even while wet, even though I'm natural. So overall, I don't know. I think for me, it might be not worth it. I don't know. You guys, if you've tested weights, maybe the weight on these isn't that heavy either. Like some people were like, the people who didn't enjoy it, they were like, the weights weren't heavy enough to make a difference. But I think if anything is pulling your hair, it should make some form of a difference, even if it was even more weighty. I think for me, it pulled to the detriment of my pattern. Like when it was pulling, it was tugging at the curl itself, so not allowing it to be this most juicy, bounciest twist. So it was kind of, what do you want? What do you want to sacrifice? Do you want length? I don't think it gives significant length. Or do you want volume? I think you're going to come at the risk of volume, and then you're like, well, you can just pick it out and get the volume. Then when you pick it out, won't it just shrink anyways? Like picking it out is gonna negate the length that you obtained. But I don't know. You guys, let me know down below. Do you think hair weights are worth it? Or do you think hair weights are a gimmick? Let me know. I don't think that they make enough of a difference. But again, sound off down below. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Give it a big thumbs up even if you didn't. We want all the love and support over here on this channel. As well as we want you to subscribe so you don't miss a thing that we do. Have that notification bell on so you're notified when those new videos arrive. Make sure that you are following me on Instagram at LeilaVon89 to keep up with my shenanigans in real time. TikTok at LeilaVons, again, a bit more real time. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.